Welcome to Catalyst Conversations, the podcast where we spark powerful change in women's wealth. I'm Hadriana Leo, a wealth coach, counselor, and strategist, and each week we dive into the conversations, strategies, and stories that help women confidently create the life they've always dreamed of. So grab your favorite bevy, settle in, and let's get started on transforming your relationship with money. This is Catalyst Conversations, igniting change in women's wealth. Let's spark the conversation. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Catalyst Conversations. I'm your host, Hadriana Leo. And today we're going to talk about 3 simple steps that'll get you started with investing. So I know if you tuned in, we spoke last month about how to make the move from saving to investing. We spoke about how you can actually develop the habits that are required to move from the security of a savings account into the growth of an investing account. And today, I'd actually like to share with you how you can begin investing and how you can make it so that it just happens seamlessly, that it happens in a way that you don't have to worry about, you don't have to be over processing and over analyzing. It'll get you started as quick as 1, 2, 3. So let's cut through some of the noise that exists out there that falsely represents investing as being very complicated and something that only the experts can do. Let's cut that out. That is not actually the case. And we want you to get started. So stop thinking about it and get doing it. I want to just acknowledge first and foremost that analysis paralysis is a real thing. I get it. I see you, and I can see you really well because I see me. And analysis paralysis is a great way of procrastinating. Let's just tell it like it is. And it is also a symptom possibly of some perfectionist type character traits, but we're not going to dive into that analysis right now. The truth is, if you are suffering with analysis paralysis, it is an easy way to not invest. If you want to understand everything before you do something, that is a recipe for having nothing happen at all. So I get the analysis paralysis. I understand that you want to start your investing journey from a place of confidence and, making decisions out of competency, not sheer luck and not just throwing money at the wall. So let's just start with first things first, you should be investing. Whatever stage you're in or your wealth journey, investing should be a component of that experience. It doesn't have to be all of it, and it certainly doesn't have to be a sophisticated strategy, certainly not at the beginning. But depending on your stage along the wealth journey, your investing can be as simple or as complex as that stage requires, but you should be investing. So we're clear about this part. How about we set up a clear plan on how we can get this done? I'd like to bridge the gap for you. I'd like to bridge the gap from always working to earn money to having your money working for you. Now, please understand that that is no guarantee that the markets are always going to be in your favor, that there is a measure of risk involved in any financial decision making. But as I shared in a previous episode, you have a greater risk to deal with when you do nothing than if you do something which helps your money to grow. So yes, you may be risk averse. Yes, you may be scared. Yes, the economy. Yes, the commentators. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, fine. But we need a strategy to get your money working for you so you don't have to work to earn every dollar. And that means investing. So now that we have we've laid the groundwork, we've acknowledged, yes, we must be investing. And 2, investing does not have to be complex. I'd like to offer you three simple steps that will help you get started today. Well, depending on when you're watching this, maybe tomorrow, but it'll get you started on the road to investing as soon as possible. And that will be your turn now. Then it'll be your turn to take the actions that are required. So, first things first, and definitely big part of our money navigator difference. First things first, you need to understand and define the why before you start thinking about the how. I'll say that again. Define the why before the how. So we need a purpose for your investing strategy. We need a purpose that speaks to both your head and your heart. Why do you want to invest? And yes, we've talked about you want your money to grow and you need to have your money working for you. Yes, that's baseline. That's generic. That's everybody. But you, yes, you that I'm talking to right now, why do you want to invest? What is that going to mean for you? What will it change? What will it help to create for you? Why do you want to start this investing journey? And what is the outcome you would like to experience when you are in it, when you are experiencing investing, when you are in the thick of it? How do you want to experience investing? So it's quite possible you know that you should be investing, but you need to have a clear long term reason for your investing. And again, your investments are not in like a saute, in a flash stare and come out. No, our investments are designed to be in there for a good chunk of time. We're using time to our benefit so that it compounds and grows for us. So why do you want to invest? What do you want your investments to do for you? Is it retirement freedom? Is it so that you can become a nomad, a traveling nomad, working and making money in ways and in places that might be a little off the grid or unconventional, and you want to have that security there to make that possible? Do you want to start a business in the future, somewhere down the road? Are you looking at investing for your family, for your children's future? Are you looking to invest to create a legacy for a cause that is important to you? Understanding why you want to invest and the outcomes of that investment is your starting point. That is going to ensure that whatever strategy, the how, whatever strategy you develop, it will ensure that that strategy is meaningful, that it is purpose driven for you, and that's going to make your strategy all the more powerful. You will come to understand that anybody can make money in the market. But when we are purpose driven, we make decisions differently. We make decisions that align, and as a result, our outcomes are more in tune to the desires, what we want, the results that we're wanting to have happen. So understand the why before the how. Second step to get started with investing, let's automate every dollar, starting with your first dollar. Now, I understand that you may not be able to start with a lot right now. Maybe now you're starting off, you're not even sure what you can do consistently over time. But we want to make this investing experience as simple as possible so that you're not bogged down with any more analysis paralysis. Let's eliminate any unnecessary decisions that have to be made over time, and we can do that by simply automating our investing dollars. Now that you have the why of your investing, it's time for you to set it up and automate that contribution. So that might be as simple as making a regular transfer from your checking account or your deposit account that receives your income, and setting up an automatic transfer of whatever number of dollars that you can do consistently, moving that over to maybe a tax-free savings account or a retirement savings plan. You'll be able to do that transfer without having to think about it. It does not require you to initiate it every single time. It also allows you to make consistent contributions to that investing account. And even with a small amount getting started, we're getting time to work for us again. Over time, that compounds, that grows, and that helps you build. It also helps to reinforce the habit. If you can set it up so that you're not always initiating that move or that transfer of money, you are more likely to stick with it, and you're more likely to get into the habit of consistently moving that money, transferring that money, and having your investment account to grow. So, number two, again, automate that investing dollar from the first dollar. And let's have that set up so that we don't have to experience decision fatigue every time we have to invest, every time we have to make a contribution. And number three, and I think this one, as with the previous two, vitally important to a keep it simple strategy. Let us keep it simple. You don't have to be trying to pick individual stocks. You don't have to be trying to understand complex markets. You don't even need to be watching all the news all over the place in order for you to get started. Um, when it comes to specific products in the stock market, and I'll just stick with the stock market for the purpose of this conversation, when it comes to making those decisions, it can be rather complex, but the market has provided little packages that allow you to participate in ways that you're going to benefit regardless of what one individual company is doing or not doing, how one specific stock is reacting or not reacting. They are called ETFs, and ETFs allow you to, ride the tide of any given sector of the market. And this is not investing advice, but it certainly is a way for you to get started without getting stuck in the analysis side of the paralysis. So a single diversified fund, it's low cost. You're not losing a lot of that investment dollar to an analysts in or managers or any of those middlemen. You're not losing a lot of it to commissions to advisors. The time will come for that, but you're just getting started. So how about a simple, low cost, balanced approach by choosing a low cost index fund or one of these all in one ETF products? It's the perfect starting point and the perfect way to keep it simple. It removes that pressure of studying individual stocks, and it also helps you to build your confidence. Now, you're going to ask me, but where do I find that? Most banks right now have an arm, a subsidiary, a branch that allows you to participate in a self-directed investing strategy. So when you log into your bank app, look for the option that talks about investing, and you will see the option to open an investing account. It will be quite simple. They already have most of the information that they need to get you set up. You will be asked a few more questions to help qualify you, and then you will get access to placing those trades, to actually initiating those investments and setting up your contribution amounts. With that said, keeping it simple is great for an entry level investor. As you get more confident, as you get more, as you get more familiar with the environment, you will see other opportunities that you'll think, oh my goodness, but what is this? As your portfolio becomes a little more robust, and as your stage of life progresses, as your journey to wealth progresses, the day will come when you will need the help of an investment advisor. And that investment advisor, portfolio manager, They go financial advisor, they go by a plethora of names these days. But that professional will be able to help you take your investing experience to the next level. For now, how do you get started? It is simple. One, define and understand the why of your investment before you start thinking about the how. Number two, automate your investing dollars from that first dollar. Automate, like George Foreman says, set it and forget it. Well, don't forget it, but you know what I mean. And number three, keep it simple. Start with a low cost, balanced approach to your investing. Get started and be on your way. You will be so thrilled with how you're going to feel, how your confidence will grow, and how much you will learn as you initiate that investing relationship. Don't give up. Don't hesitate. Stop with the analysis paralysis and start investing today. For more information on how you can become an investor, how you can take control of your money and become a confident wealth manager, reach out to me. I'm happy to sit and have a free discovery call with you. If it's time for you to get your money working for you, then it's time for you to talk with me. That's it for now. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time, take care. Thank you for joining me today on Catalyst Conversations. I hope this episode sparked something powerful to help on your journey to building wealth confidently and unapologetically. If you loved today's conversation, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if something resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it. Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, keep moving toward your goals, stay empowered, and continue sparking change on your wealth journey. This is Hadriana, and you've been listening to Catalyst Conversations.